I'm blanking on the word. I don't want to say hypnotize. It's either hypnotize, hypertrophy. I don't know why those words come to mind. Uh, what is it called? Give me a second. Hold on, guys. I don't know why I'm blanking. The word is hallucinating. I
What's
don't
going
know
on,
why.
everybody? Welcome back to another Granularity AI tutorial. Today, we are going to talk about something that I think is pretty interesting and important. Something that I think most people should kind of become aware of because it's such a powerful tool, especially in the terms of computing and AI and quantum and whatnot, and GPUs and clusters. Um, it's a pretty awesome platform tool to use when you're doing AI development. I think maybe this might be a competitor to Google Colab, and it's Databricks Free Edition. Now, if you are a developer like me, you are very much familiar with Databricks, IntelliJ, what's another one? Like a platform. IntelliJ, VS Code, Google Colab, Jupyter Notebooks, Anaconda, stuff of that nature. But I think if you are a developer who works for an enterprise, Databricks is primarily, at least in the data science realm, Databricks is primarily your go-to tool. So I attended the Databricks Summit. Let me see if I can type it in here real quick for you guys. I attended the 2025 Databricks Summit, and this is not sponsored by Databricks or anything. This is just something that I found that was pretty interesting. But a lot of cool stuff came out of it. A lot of interesting topics came out of it. Um, People such as Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan Chase, um, Satya Nadella, CEO currently of Microsoft, made a kind of pre-recorded attendance. Dario Amudi, can't remember how to pronounce his last name, but he attended as well virtually. I think he said that he was at a wedding, so he kind of had to attend virtually. But really, really cool conversations, really interesting stuff. There was one more person that was very interesting in this whole talk as well. See if I could find her name. Maybe she's not in here. Michelle Leon. No, I don't think it was her. Um, Andrew Hinton. I don't think it was him. Either way, a lot of great conversations, a lot of great talks that I found very, very interesting. Oh, Rhino Zinn was there. I think that's how you pronounce his name. A lot of great talks, a lot of great conversations. Highly recommend checking it out. At least the recorded version of it, if you're curious on seeing what was learned. One of the topics that was discussed that I thought was really cool was the Databricks free edition that I think they're releasing this year that's already released. I recently had a chance to check it out and use it, and I kind of want to share with you guys to show you the tools that I think are probably gonna be like through three that are interesting to me that I kind of want to run through with you guys. Um, as a longtime user of Databricks, I think this is a huge, huge step in Databricks only expanding kind of their toolkit, expanding kind of their user base, and seeing and offering kind of a free version for everyone to try that offers like a serverless GPU that is also free. So we are just kind of going to run through number one, how to set up an account, two, the three things that I believe you can really utilize in Databricks today. Um, One is going to be the Databricks AI, the AI endpoints, the servers, not servers, but the AI endpoints and serving, model serving. Databricks Genie, which super cool stuff if you're into like kind of like that text to SQL stuff. Super cool tool, and probably I think maybe endpoints. I think I already said that it was endpoints, Databricks Genie. There was one more. Maybe I'll remember it as I go, but let's kind of drive into it and see where we get at. So Databricks uh, free edition. I think you can do it that way. And I should find it easy. Databricks free. Let me kind of move my face out of the way. Uh, Continue with Express setup. Is that how you do it? Let me see. Start your free trial. You shouldn't need a trial. It should automatically. Free edition. Here we go. So you're going to want to do log into free edition. I don't think it should ask you for anything crazy. You're going to go to continue with Google. Hopefully you have a Google account by now, a Google email account. I don't know anyone who does not have a Gmail account. If you don't, please get one. We're going to use the Gradient Analytics email. Continue. You are not any members yet. Log out. Let's go back. Let's see here. Is it not letting me sign up? Let's see. Sign in. Da, 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 da. Let's go back. Sign up. Oh, I see. Okay. Click the wrong one. So then we go sign up. Granularity Analytics. Cool. United States. Cool. And again, I urge anyone to use this. I think this is a really notable competitor against the Google Colabs. I'm a huge fan of Databricks. I've used Databricks since I was in university, like since 2018, 19, 2019, I think, was when I first started using Databricks. It's now 2025, so 6 years plus. Yeah, super cool tool. As you can see, the playground. That's what I kind of wanted to show you guys. So we're going to run through, number one, Databricks Genie, model serving, AI model serving at least, and the AI ML playground. We'll run through kind of the other tooling that's here. And again, I am not sponsored by Databricks. I promise none of the stuff that I put out on my YouTube is sponsored by anybody as of right now. I think if I do ever get sponsors, I can promise you I probably would only advertise or want to promote things that I actually use and like. So I think I've been doing that since I started this channel. I promote things that I actually actively use and like, and that I find are extremely interesting. So, if any of this sounds interesting to you before you run through these parts of Databricks Genie, text to SQL, model serving in Databricks, and Databricks Playground, please make sure you subscribe, you like, feel free to dislike if you want. All I ask is that if you do decide to dislike, please leave feedback, leave comments, leave suggestions, something to where we can make sure we are providing you the best material you can get. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this content, please, please, please hit that subscribe. But anyways, let's jump right into it. So first, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to the playground. So we have the playground. Let me move my face out of the way. Now, the playground, similar to if you are familiar with OpenAI, right? And they kind of have their model playground. It's the same thing here, right? You get to try out different models, try out different models. You have Llama Maverick, Meta, Llama 3.1, 3.3, 3.405 billion, 70 billion, 8 billion, Llama 4, Maverick, which I think is their most recent one. I don't think they have any times when it came out. Mixture of experts model. This is just language model, parameter dense language model, and parameter dense language model as well. But I think this is Llama's most recent one. Anyone can correct me on that. I don't think they've released anything else after this so far. Could be wrong though. But you're able to use different models in their offerings and try out different examples, different agents you can build even. So for example, here's one that we just tried out off the rip is you will be provided with a tweet, and your task is to classify its sentiment as positive, neutral, or negative. The new Spider-Man movie was meh. The sentiment is neutral. Not bad, not good. The word meh is a colloquial expression that indicates a lack of enthusiasm or neutral opinion, which suggests that the tweet is neither strong nor positive nor strongly negative. The cool part about this too is that there is these AI judges, right? It's able to tell you whether the response what's the word? I don't know why I'm
blanking on the word. It's I don't want to say hypnotize. It's either hypnotize, hypertrophy. I don't know why those words come to mind. Uh, what is it called? Give me a second. Hold on, guys. I don't know why I'm blanking. The word is hallucinating. I don't know why. I don't know why I was thinking every other word besides hallucination. I was thinking of hypertrophy, hallucinogenic, uh, hypnotic, hypnotized. The word hallucination was just not popping in my head. But anyways, this AI judge helps to determine whether the response from the LLM or whatever model you're using is hallucinating or not. If you are there's maybe two other videos I think I did in the past on adaptive RAG and corrective RAG. I believe the adaptive RAG, if not both the adaptive and corrective RAG, both had an instance of having a hallucination check within it to determine whether the response from the LLM, I think we might have been using GPT 4.0, whether the response from the LLM was relevant to the query that a user passed. It would determine whether it was relevant or not and check to see whether it's useful, stuff of that nature. I think it might have been like a binary check. I think so. I can't directly remember, but make sure you check out that video. I might include an idea, or I might include the link to the adaptive RAG video in this video at some point, so that you guys can check it out. Anyways, same concept, right? It's able to kind of determine again. What does this do? Oh, add input. It's able to determine whether the question you're asking or whether the response from the LLM is addressing the question that you're asking. Now, the cool part about this, right? At least the cool part that I think is not only are you able to kind of develop an agent. I think we should just kind of keep doing this. I don't really have override the system prompt. I don't think I want to do that just yet. Suggested questions. What type of sentiment does the word blah 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 suggest? Let's keep going. Da 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 da. The word "met" is a colloquial blah 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 blah. Gives you 0.62 seconds to first token, 100 tokens second, 89 tokens used. Blah blah blah. And you're able to disable this apparently as well. Cool. Let's try another one. I wonder if we're able to do another prompt. Does it change per? Let's use this one. So now we're going to try the Llama 8 billion parameter. And this is the instruct model. I don't think we want the instruct one. Well, let's use it. Screw it. And let's say we want to do unstructured text parsing. And then we're also able to generate synthetic question generation. Okay, cool. I like that. And again, a long-time Databricks user. Some of this stuff is interesting to me. I do like it and I do enjoy it. I am a big fan of Databricks, so maybe I am kind of biased. But then again, I also have used Google Colab a lot, and I've also used Databricks a lot. At least I use the Databricks Enterprise version, right? The one where you have to have a license. And I always prefer Databricks, but I am really wondering how far you can go with this Databricks free edition now. So, as you can see, you will be provided with unstructured data, and your task is to parse it into JSON. There are many fruits that were found on the recently discovered planet Gocrux. There are neoskizzles that grow there, which are purple and taste like candy. There are lohecles, which are a grayish blue fruit and are very tart, a little bit like a lemon. Poinets are a bright green color and are more savory than sweet. There are also plenty of loop novas. This is crazy. This feels like I'm watching I'm reading an excerpt from like an Avatar movie, not the last Airbender, but the one with the blue people, the Navi or whatever it was called, which are a neon pink flavor and taste like cotton candy. Finally, there are fruits called glows, which have a very sour and bitter taste, which is acidic and caustic, and a pale orange tinge to them. Here is the parsed data in JSON format. It collected the fruits. Does this say parse it into JSON? Collected the fruits, blah blah blah, fruit name, da 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 da. Example: I use the following rules to parse the data. Blah 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 blah. Separate fruit. First word phrase. There R was considered the name of the fruit. Interesting. Let's try another one. So this parses out the fruits. What is the color and taste? Ah, I see. Parse out the fruits, added the description for each. Let me see. What is. There are many fruits that were found and then recently discovered planet Gocrux. Let me see. What is the planet's name? Because I see that it collected the fruit names, but what about the planet? Interesting. It's taking a while. Of course, real text. Okay, cool. The key piece of original text about the planet discussed. Let's see. What key piece of information is provided in the original text about the planet discussed? Upon reading the chat, I noticed that the text mentions that there are many fruits that were found on the recently discovered planet of Gocrux. This is the only key information provided. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. So, anyways, like I said, we're able to try different models and play with them and see kind of what the output for them can be. Now, I'm not going to go through creating our own tooling. I mean, we could, I guess. Let's try. Can we try? Choose. Add a pre-built tool for the catalog system AI. I've never done this myself. I've never played with the tooling myself often. Add your own tool. Ready to use tools. Let's see. Choose. Let's try it out. Try. Calculate the Fibonacci number. Now, we're going to come back to this, but I want to mention that you're not able to do it with the Python API? Why not? Deselect the tools. Interesting. Apply on data, create agent notebook. To see the API call, deselect the tools you have chosen. I've never done this. Again, this is kind of new to me, right, in terms of the community edition, nor have I really done it in the enterprise edition. I've never really used the agents too much, maybe once or twice as an experimental thing, but it was like a while ago. Anyways, as you can see, we can run through different models, use them, play with them, and see what we can build. One other thing I want to run down is the model serving, the AI model serving endpoints. So as you can see here, I had to move my face out of the way. We have these Databricks models, Llama, GTE, Meta, blah, 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 BGE, GTE, blah, blah, blah. But what if we want to instead use the OpenAI model, the GPT-4o model? This is possible. It is 100% possible, as well as maybe you can include other models. You can create a serving endpoint. I don't know. Let me see. Does this also give you the ability, blah, 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 add serving endpoint? We don't need to do that yet. That's maybe a different story for a different video. Right now, I want to give you guys a rundown. I don't want to get too curious and off topic. But let's say you want to configure the GPT-4o endpoint. We can call this brand new GPT-4o. And still, same thing as always, include your API key. And you can then create. After you just kind of include the API key, you should be good to go. You don't really got to worry about these things unless, again, you are doing something where you're building an application. Maybe you do got to worry about rate limits, so forth and so on. AI guardrails, of course. Today, we're not building an application. This is me just kind of giving you a high-level view that, number one, this thing is available and that it can be pretty useful to you. Cool. So now we have our own endpoint created, our own serving endpoint created. we are able to now use this endpoint, our own GPT-4o endpoint, within the playground itself, and also add to the models that were already default available, right? So we know Mavericks available, we know Llama models are available, but now we also have the GrandU GPT-4o model or the GPT-4o model available. Again, you have to add your own API key to this, right? These models are open source, GPT-4o closed source. So now that we have this, we can now use this endpoint, and maybe we want to do a document Q&A for this, right? Let's try. This is us creating like an agent, right? Or using kind of a pre-built agent. You'll be provided this document and asked a question about it. Blah blah blah. Act 4 blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Um, yes, a greenhouse used for chemical. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Is what is please give a one sentence summary about this document. And let's see what it kind of comes up with. This document outlines the farm utility exemption provided by Act 1441 of 2013, which exempts certain state and local sales taxes for utilities used by qualifying agriculture, aquaculture, and horticulture structures and equipment, effective from January 1st, 2014, and details the requirements for obtaining the necessary certificate for the exemption. So you're able to create an endpoint of your own with the GPT-4o, add it to the selection of tools in your playground, play with it, maybe even create tools from it, right? Able to add a tool. Now, I don't have any tools added here, but you're able to create your own. And maybe I could do a different video down the road on how to create a tool in Databricks, a useful tool in Databricks, and what you can use it for. Because again, I haven't done too much playing around with the tools piece in Databricks, but I think it would be worthwhile to see how we can incorporate it into tutorials down the line, especially now that Databricks has this free edition, and I'm super excited. One other piece that I think is super cool about this is once you have this, so let's just say we did like the document Q&A, right? Not only are you able to create a kind of playground agent with it, it's also able to give you the code for it. So, for example, right here, right? We have OpenAI import, OpenAI from OpenAI import OpenAI import OS blah blah blah, and it gives you the code as to how to achieve the agent or the logic we just built, right? So we can copy this, go to new, create a notebook, and we're going to call this notebook GrandU Data B test. And we are going to simply copy and paste this logic here. Now, me kind of install the packages, the pip install first. Pip install. We're still gonna have to install OpenAI. It doesn't automatically come with it, as far as I know. You will still have to install packages and whatnot. So just be mindful of that. Oh yes, and don't forget, or I shouldn't. I should tell you. Make sure you also add your serverless kind of. I don't know if this is GPU, CPU, whatever it is, and your environment, I guess, to this to make sure it's able to run and whatnot. Similar to Google Colab, right? I'm pretty sure, or I'm not sure, right, whether this is like the serverless background is GPU or CPU. It doesn't really give you a choice as far as my understanding. Maybe in the compute it does. Let me see. It could. Serverless starter. I don't know if it gives you details for history. Usually, sometimes in these things, connection details, blah blah blah. Use these details, connect us to warehouse. Oh, no, compute though. Okay, so I guess it's not necessarily compute. It's just serverless starter warehouse, yada yada yada.
Okay. hmm Oh, cluster size 2x small. After 10 minutes of inactivity, auto stops, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Got it. Um, Recents. Grand new data. Test. So it's now installed. Now we are going to create our Databricks token. This is very important. Okay. You will want to use your Databricks token in order to access the GPT model you just created, right? Your own endpoint that you just created. It gives you access to the Grand U GPT 4.0. And the way to create your uh, Databricks token is to go to your profile, I guess, name, image, whatever you want to call it here. Go to settings, go to developer, and you'll see access tokens. Boom, generate token. Now, very simple, very easy. Once you hit generate token, you name it. Let's do Grand U token. Once you name it, you can. It used to be honestly in the past where you can give it like an indefinite lifetime. I don't know why they took that out or why they switched it. But Databricks, if you're listening to it, I really would like to know why you took out the indefinite lifetime API keys. I could have swore they were indefinite in the past. And then recently, I guess, maybe in the past, I think it was beginning of this year, maybe end of last year, they now included this timeline to it. Don't know why, but I would just be curious to know. Anyways, we're going to now generate our API key or our Databricks key. So once we have our Databricks token, our Databricks key, we can then begin using it within our notebook that we created in Databricks. So as you can see, I have pip install OpenAI and get pass4. I use get pass4 just so that I can hide my key. um, it's pretty useful. I enjoy using it, but yeah, if you want to keep things kind of secretive and have not have too many people steal your stuff when you are doing your own tutorials, if you do your own tutorials, get pass4 can be very helpful. So, anyways, moving forward, we're gonna run our OpenAI package, get pass package, and import OS package. Boom. Prompts for the Databricks key. We delete this. Boom. Good to go. Now, same thing can apply here, where we now see programmatically, right, how the agent in the playground operates, if you want to call it an agent. Must see passing OpenAI key environment. Blah, blah, blah. Did it not work? Oh, I know what happened. Okay, I figured it out now. I had to remove some brackets out of the line of code. The OS data environment was giving it trouble. But anyways, so once we have our line there, we can then delete this, and get our Databricks token. Place it here, hit enter, and now we can go back to this piece of code here and run it. And it should work as planned. Boom. Please give a one-sentence summary about this document, just like the question we asked prior in the playground. The document outlines an exemption from sales taxes for electricity, natural gas, and liquefied petroleum gas used in specific qualifying agriculture, aquaculture, and horticulture structures and equipment, effective January 2014, and provides information on obtaining necessary exemption certificate. So as you can see, that's another way, right, that the playground offers you to kind of, if you want, programmatically manipulate, maybe change the content here, maybe add something that you want to pass into here, stuff like that that you can use. So playground, the serving of different models, right? We created our own Grand U GPT 4.0 model, taking that and using that with it. And then now the third one is Databricks Genie. Now, Genie is something that I think is pretty cool. I've had a lot of experience with the Genie, played around with it a lot. Um, I do think it has a lot more work that it needs to do, a lot more stuff that needs to it needs to mature a lot before we're able to use it. I think there is a LangChain Genie SDK. LangChain, Databricks. I could be wrong. Databricks Genie. Let's see. LangChain, da 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 da. Databricks SQL. There should be a Genie, or I thought there was a Genie package. I could be wrong, but I could have swore there was one. Vector search, SQL database, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'm wrong. Line chain integrations, Databricks. Huh. Thought there was. But anyways, Genie is something that they've worked on for a while. I do think it needs a bit more work. I think it needs a bit more maturity. But overall, it is a pretty solid application. Um, and again, if you are finding a lot of value out of this video, please make sure you like, please make sure you subscribe, please make sure you leave comments so that we can know what to provide you and how we can best serve you. So let's go to Genie real quick. Now, again, there's a bunch of other kind of options here that you can take and use and try out and play with. Highly recommend trying all these out. I haven't done too much with every single thing. I mostly played around in the AI ML kind of realm of things, as well as the maybe compute catalog, the Unity catalog piece, as well as Genie, maybe the jobs here and there. But I haven't played with data integrations, not much with pipelines. I haven't done too much with the marketplace or workflows. But again, by all means, please make sure you check this out. Please make sure you create an account and jump right into it, because I have a hunch and a prediction that in the next 5 years, Databricks is going to be a powerhouse that I think a lot more people are going to start adopting. So Databricks Genie. Now, Genie by default is this text to SQL tool that you can use in Databricks and gives you the ability to kind of talk to your data. So we're going to use the sample data or the sample information that it kind of already has, and we are going to do the health verity, I guess, insurance claim sample here. It's synthetic data. And we want to, warehouse is already starting. Cool. I'm going to move my face maybe right here. So as you can see, data is already there. We haven't loaded any instructions just yet, but this is a place where if you want the model to become, or you want the model to have certain context or want to act a certain way, this is kind of where you would do it. Now, the functions and queries examples you can provide here. Again, I would argue that even a model like even if you're playing with it programmatically, right? You're fine tuning it, or even an application like Genie. The model is only as smart as the context and information you feed it, right? Similar to a calculator. A calculator is only as smart as the person using it. The calculator, the model, virtually doesn't know too much other than what it's been, foundationally injected with when it comes to its knowledge base by whatever company or whatever team or whatever group, right? If you were looking for that model to become educated in your data, in your information that you're plugging into it, you need to make sure you are fine-tuning it and training it correctly, which means provide it enough sampling, enough examples and instructions as you can to make sure it performs well. As well as providing enough data, enough tables for it to kind of learn on its own and gather the context of whatever kind of data you're trying to use. I do believe there is a thumbs up, thumbs down, I think, for the responses in Genie. But again, we're gonna kind of run through that and see what we can dig up and find. But just want to keep that in mind.
Looks like you are able to do like some monitoring here. Last 30 days, the questions, maybe blah blah blah. And there, I think you're able to do benchmarking still. Yes, benchmarks. This is also something pretty cool, where you're able to kind of benchmark questions and see and run evaluations and see how it performs on accuracy and stuff of that nature. So super cool stuff here. But anyways, new chat. So we want to play around with this claim sample synthetic data. Let's just say we want a general overview of the data set. Explain the data set to me. There is one table, blah, blah, blah. This table contains synthetic data representing medical and pharmacy claims for over 1,500 patients. It includes various columns detailing patient information, claims details, diagnosis codes, provides identifiers, payer types, blah, blah, blah. There's no explicit connections or relationships between the tables since only the one table is provided. Is this correct? And this is where, again, there is this, it used to be thumbs up, thumbs down, but surprisingly, I guess now they just have a yes or fix it. Your responses make Genie better over time. This is kind of like that reinforcement learning, right? Where you're able to tell Genie what works, what doesn't. So we're gonna say, I mean, I've never played around with this data. I don't know too much about it. This is my first time looking at it with you guys. So we're gonna hit yes. Hopefully it's correct. But then you see here, can I zoom in? That there are these potential next questions that you want to ask. What are the different claim types available in the data set? How many claims are there for each diagnosis code? What is the distribution of patients by gender in this data set? So pretty cool stuff. So Genie is for that individual who is not, technical savvy, right? Not really someone who knows SQL, someone who doesn't really understand how to create tables, doesn't really understand SQL queries. They are novices when it comes to this kind of stuff. Very like minimal data analysis people. If there was a video I did a long time ago on something called Pandas AI, Pandas AI is basically this, but programmatically, right? Highly recommend checking out Pandas AI. It's basically a data scientist's best friends. If you are a hardcore data scientist, which I feel like data scientists are more so transitioning now into maybe AI engineers a little bit more than like individuals who have to sit there and data wrangle and clean data and stuff like that, which um, it's been a long time since data scientists had to be the ones cleaning data from start to finish. I think that process these days has become more and more automated. Since probably like I can remember, like I think there was a point in time where like Tableau, like you're able to like have Tableau do it for you of like the data cleaning. Um, I think at one point Outrix, uh, I think they did it for you. I can't remember, but I believe like they might have done the data cleaning and data transformations for you. So it's been a while since like data scientists or data analysts had to do the painstaking work of pure data cleaning. I would advise that if you are still a data scientist that is working for a startup or a company and you guys are only um, and you guys are still doing data cleaning painstakingly programmatically, you are behind. Sorry. You are behind. I don't know what else to tell you. Hopefully, you figure it out at some point that you need to kind of get up to speed in 2025 now. But we're going to try out one of these questions. I really want to see. So, two things. Again, I know I'm talking a lot, but two things. Can I go back? Okay, two things that Genie is able to do. Number one, it's able to answer your questions. Number two, it's able to create visualizations. So not only did it just answer a question about explaining this data set, we also want to see what is the distribution of patients by gender in the data set. I'm wondering if the community edition will generate a visualization of this. And it does, which again, if you are familiar with Pandas AI, a video I did way, way back, Genie does this as well. And maybe I might include in the description like a video to both the adaptive rack and the Pandas AI videos. But again, I don't want to provide the percentages. What should did it in percentages? But as you can see, 237,000 are female, 171 are male in this data set for this claimed sample synthetic data, while 44 are undefined. Let's see what other questions. What are the percentages? What are the percentages of this distribution? Rather than us kind of using the questions that are already, let's type what like a curveball, I guess, and see if it understands. And from my understanding, I believe this operates on the background. Maybe I forgot what LLM it was using, but I don't think it's using DBRX. Let's see if it does the percentages. 58% female, 41% male, and 0.01 for undefined. So again, G is a helpful tool, very, very helpful tool. Yeah, I think again, if you are someone who is getting into this whole AI thing, getting into this whole AI space, this Databricks free community edition, I think, is a step up amazingly, right? Google Colab does not have this, right? This is like an all in one AI hub. This is an all in one machine learning hub. If you are familiar with Databricks, you know how powerful of a tool it is. You know how amazing of a platform it is. Highly recommend checking out. Imagine like AWS SageMaker, but with easier access and free. It's free for anyone. This is a powerhouse. This is game changing to me at least. And I think maybe moving forward, I might use Databricks often, like for these tutorials and whatnot. I don't think I might use anything else. I might still use Anaconda here and there, but I've been a Databricks fan for a while. Still a Google Colab fan, but I think this just made me a Databricks fan. So anyways, if you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the likes and dislikes. If this video was informational for you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you leave comments and feedback. Say you didn't like it, say you did like it, say it was amazing, say it was terrible, say it was trash, say it was cooked. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, whatever kind of colloquialism or wordage you want to use, let us know so that we can provide you the best ideas. Or yeah, we can provide you the best ideas that you guys want. Also, I'm thinking about doing some AI consulting. There's been some individuals asking me if I do AI consulting. Some individuals asking if I would do it. And I think I am leaning maybe towards it. I might set up a Patreon account for you guys to then kind of get a better idea on maybe kind of one-to-one stuff, or maybe provide maybe I could do it like in a collaborative talk. I don't know, whatever it may be for you guys. But yeah, I am thinking about maybe doing more or doing AI consulting and talking with you guys one-on-one. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And with that being said, bye-bye.